Hey everyone, my name is Eric Hopkins, aka JEL. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, James Gunn's Superman film is coming to theaters on July 11th, 2025. And now we've got a little bit more when it regards to the casting of that movie. And we now know who will be playing Jonathan and Martha Kent in that movie. And so let's get into that over here from the movie web. James Gunn Superman cast Ma and Pa Kent here. No Superman story is complete without Jonathan and Martha Kent, and James Gunn has just cast his version of his characters. Ma and Pa Kent are an essential part of Superman's origin story, teaching the Kryptonian how to adapt to life on Earth and control his powers. The pair are single handedly responsible for Superman growing up with good moral values and not completely obliterating humanity. It appears that James Gunn has finally put faces to those beloved characters. The Wrap reported that the Walking Dead star Pruitt Taylor Vince has been cast as Jonathan Kent and James Gunn's Superman. Pruitt Taylor Vince has had recurring roles in shows like Stranger Things, True Blood, and Infamous. The actor also featured in a DC Comics based movie before, starring in the Keanu Reeves led Constantine film as Father Hennessy. Following this announcement, Deadline reported that Gunn has also cast Neva Howell as Martha Kent in his Superman reboot. Howell's biggest roles have been in the 2018 movie Burden, starring Forrest Whitaker, and the 2010 sci-fi series Beckenfield. So yeah, this didn't cause a bit of a stir on the internet or anything. For what especially when the Pa Kent announcement came out, I heard the internet kind of exploded. And basically because I think the actor is overweight and he's bald. But again, where does it say in the comics that Jonathan Kent has to be your typical, just like Kevin Costner looking, Jonathan Kent? Nowhere does it say that. This is a version of the character, and he was overweight and baldy, old man, for sure. I just feel like the outrage here is a little bit overblown. It much like a lot of casting news is nowadays. It feels like as soon as someone's cast, we always have to have audiences just going crazy about who they cast without ever seeing one iota of shooting from the film to even judge it properly. Heath Ledger, anybody when he was cast as the Joker? I mean, come on. I mean, I'll go back to that one forever here on the channel, especially when it comes to DC, and that worked out outstandingly. So I think, as I'll always say with casting, just preach patience with it. Wait and see what they do before you guys actually just fly off the handle with it. And I know this here doesn't look exactly like the typical Jonathan Kent. Obviously, the one picture on the right here is kind of what it's he's mostly portrayed as. But having an overweight guy and he's younger than the actress here, so this could possibly mostly be in flashbacks. So let's keep that in mind. Number one, number two, with Pruitt Taylor Vince here. Like I said, I don't know much about his actor or anything like that, but it makes some narrative sense if it ends up being the reason why they cast an overweight actor. Because I mean, obviously everybody remembers this scene with Kevin Costner in Man of Steel, and he told you know Clark Kent to not save him because he was worried about exposing his secret to the world. Didn't think humanity was ready for that secret. So in Man of Steel, Superman allowed his father or his adopted father to pass away by getting sucked up in a tornado. But that to me always felt like that's not Clark Kent's Superman, because he could have easily just went out there, grabbed him, pulled him up underneath the bridge with him and Martha, and he'd have been just fine. But I understand what Zack Snyder was trying to do there to show that he was protecting his son in regards to the secret that he didn't think he was ready to share upon the world, because the world would go bonkers to it. I totally understand the narrative that they were trying to do there, but I prefer the Jonathan Kent story that was in 1978 Superman the movie with Christopher Reeve, because to me this depicted with all of Superman's powers, Clark Kent, everything that he was able to do physically, he was able, leap tall buildings in a single bound, running faster than a speeding locomotive, all these things. But he's powerless to the fact that his adoptive father, Jonathan here, has a heart attack and he can't save him. With every single power that he has, there's nothing that Clark can do to save Jonathan Kent here. And I thought that really was poignant when it comes to the storytelling, and it just puts a whole perspective on things, that no matter how powerful you are, there's certain things you just can't help and you can't stop. So in regards to this casting of Pa Kent, if the guy who's been cast is overweight, it would make some sense because it does tend to lead to heart attacks and things like that. So I don't know if that's the route that James Gunn's going to take here, but it would make some narrative sense if that's the case. So we'll just have to wait and see what James Gunn does. But again, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people are just flying off the handle here. But again, this was also a set photo that was released over the last few days of James Gunn and Rachel Brosnahan and David Cornsweet all reading their comics here, studying up on their Superman lore. So I have faith that James Gunn's going to do this properly, and he's going to put the care into it that it deserves because he is a comic book fan. We should have no reason to doubt him just yet. I thought all the Guardians movies were really well done. I mean, yeah, there's a couple that might have been a little weaker than the original, sure, but they were still fun to watch. They were still great movies. And the Suicide Squad movie and Peacemaker season 1, outstanding in my opinion. And I just feel like James Gunn's going to nail this. So, and he has to nail this. If he doesn't nail Superman next year in 2025, the DCU is going to be in a lot of trouble because if you don't start off hot and have a successful Superman film, the DCU may be dead on arrival before it even gets started. But I like I said, I just have faith that he's going to do well on this. I just feel like he's going, now that he's got complete total control and free reign to do whatever it is he wants to do as a head of creative over there at DC Studios. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But what do you guys think? Are you guys excited about Superman in 2025? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited about the Ma and Pa Kent casting that you just did as well? Or are you guys kind of like, I don't like the casting at all? That's fair. Just let me know why. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And until my next video, guys, take care and God bless.